At the West New York Board of Education meeting Wednesday night, Superintendent of Schools John Fauta revealed that the saga between himself and Town Attorney Donald Scarinci continues. Check out what he had to say during his monthly superintendent report.
Fauta referenced a two-page letter from Scarinci sent to Interim Executive County Superintendent Monica Tone, dated September 22nd, where he said that the West New York Superintendent of Schools has refused to bus these children, speaking of the students who were transferred to St. Joseph of the Palisades, the former high school, from Harry L. Bain Elementary School this year. Scarinci also wrote in the letter that Fauta accused the town of meddling in school district matters and also accused Fauta of previously painting the town in a false and negative light to the Department of Education. Fauta then wrote to Tone on September 26 with a 4-page letter responding to Scarinci's allegations point by point.
An example of Mr. Scarinci's misguided accusations beginning this opening paragraph. Fauta is refusing to provide transportation to school children, which has resulted in a significant safety concern for the town of Western. As an attorney, Mr. Scarinci must know that in accordance with state law, all public elementary schools, grades K through 8, who live more than 2 miles from their school are entitled to transportation. West New York is no larger than 1 square mile. 1 square mile. The district is not required to provide transportation. Safe passage of students to schools is not the Board of Education's responsibility. Safe passage of children to school is the responsibility of the town of West New York. When I went forward to the town and asked them for more crossing guards, the response was, there is a budget freeze, there is no hiring process is stopped. Mr. Scarinci continues by making 6 additional baseless accusations, each of which are met with my response. What disturbs me most about West New York Town's attorney's letter is the blatant disregard towards factual information. I have, as well as others, stated in the public state law by which that we as a district are bound. I recorded numerous attempts made by me and this office which went without response, hoping to arrange a meeting with the West New York Mayor, Felix Roque. Unfortunately, by virtue of Mr. Scarinci letter, it appears politics is once more again taking. It appears politics is more important than fact or truth. Mr. Scarinci says that the reason he's breaking off negotiations on the resolution for money for busing is that I'm accusing the town of meddling into the affairs of the Board of Ed. This is not my words. OFAC report speaks for itself. They came into this district because of the politics. I have to report constantly to the Office of Physical Accountability with a corrective action plan. The meddling that came about because OFAC came in.
As Hudson County View reported last month, Fauta and Scarinci were on opposite ends of the spectrum after the town approved a $100,000 shared services agreement with the Board of Education. Fauta told us that money for a new bus route could cost upwards of $700,000, so $100K simply wasn't going to cut it. Scarinci and town spokesman Pablo Fonseca did not immediately return calls seeking comment, but this story will be updated in the event comment is given.
I'm John Heides with Hudson County View, the eye of the community.